What's up, y'all? Bryce here with the Inbound Secret and Funnel Driven LLC. Once again, driving, got some Nipsey on, and running some errands. I've got to go to the store. Sorry for the cough. That's probably going to happen a few times here. Good news, it's not COVID. So, bad news is we don't really know what it is, so they just gave me prescription cough suppressant. And I check in Friday, I guess. But I did not forget y'all. I wanted to come in here, do the live like I promised. And today was actually a little different. I just want to talk power moves. So we're following the content train, as you can tell. And on that, what I want to focus on is talking about the power moves that are more organic. We're not talking about running ads. We're not talking about paid traffic today. What we're talking about is podcasts, books, articles, blogs, helping reporter out, Cision. We're talking about the music. You can use music as a power move. Now, the reason I bring this up is I was honored today to be on a couple podcasts. I think I did 2 guest podcast recordings, and I think I did 1 for the Inbound Secret. That being said, by the way, if you haven't noticed, if I hold my breath, I've got the hiccups right now, and it's driving me freaking crazy. So I've got a cough and the hiccups. It's a disaster. So, turns out prescription strength, like cough medicine, isn't my best friend. So, weird. That being said, though, let's get back on topic. So, how do podcasts, how do blogs, how do posts, how do music, how does putting yourself out there as a power move ultimately turn into your omnipresence, your position into authority and into a figurehead in your industry, in your community? How does that help you help more people, right? That's a question that we get asked a lot. And the simple fact of the matter is it helps you help more people because the content that you're going to be delivering is valuable. It should help people just by them reading it or listening to it or watching it. Particularly podcasting. It's become a very large opportunity, not only for yourself, just for fun, because they're a blast, but also for your business and for your sales staff and for a way to express yourself. On top of the fact, if you've been following podcasting at all, JRE, Joe Rogan Experience, sold for I think $100 million to Spotify for an exclusive. And it's, I think, 10, 12, 13 years old, I think. That means $100 million is now the benchmark for a 13-year-old podcast if it provides enough entertainment, education, value, and the market responds. So, 100 million, 13 years. That's just shy of 10 mil a year, right? I think it's like 8 something. I'd have to do the math, but I'm driving. Now, why is this important? That means podcasts are medium that people care about. That's the best kind of market research you can get, is a monetary valuation of a likeness, right? And now, there are different types of market research you can go out and do, don't get me wrong. But if a podcast can be worth $100 million for exclusivity, imagine what a podcast can do for you, for your business. Imagine what you could do with a podcast, how many lives you could change, how many people you could influence, how much of a legacy that you could leave, whether it be long after you're here and gone or it be today, tomorrow, the next day. You see, you don't need 1 million subscribers or 1 million viewers on a podcast to make it valuable. It could be one person, and what you have that you're sharing, that value, that knowledge, that expertise, maybe just your thought process could change their life, could save their life. You could have the information that could completely change the trajectory of someone's life, and maybe you're just scared to do it. So today's short episode, Chris, how you doing, man? Today's short episode here We're following the 777 thing. Today's short episode, you know what, I'm probably just going to keep doing dailies. I've quite enjoyed doing these, even though they're sporadic. I need to get better at timing them right. That's a lesson that you guys should take. Try and time things better, so plan them out a little bit better. Now, what if, let me just ask you guys something. What if you put the fear aside and you just told your story? Jack, what are you doing, man? What would happen if you just told your story and you just put it out there, whether it be on podcast, be on video? I'm particularly talking about podcasting because I've started to get really into it. But let's say that you hop on a podcast, you start your own podcast. You can do it for free at anchor.fm. You can download the Anchor app, do it for free from your phone. You don't need a bunch of fancy equipment to do a podcast these days. It's 2020. Technology is readily available. But let's say that you tell your story. Something that you're terrified. To you, it may be your story or your pain or lessons that you've learned or things you've gone through. To you, you may think that they're holding you back, right? But to somebody else, that might be exactly what they need to pull themselves up, to take their life to the next level, to change their family's lives, to change their life, and you just don't know. Your self-diagnosed detriment could be your power. Jamie, how you doing? And you may not even know it. So I encourage you. I encourage all of you. Whether it be a Facebook Live, it be your own podcast, it be guest starring on somebody else's podcast, it be just recording your voice or recording a video and putting it online. I encourage you guys, tell your story, shine your light, help those around you, your local community, your friends, your family, support local businesses, and just curate a legacy for everybody, right? I want you guys to think about that when you're doing this, and just share. Always be transparent, always operate with integrity, always have morals and ethics, but don't be discouraged because of fear. The greatest things in life often are on the other side of fear. So make it to the other side. Remember, y'all, you're made to thrive, not just survive. See y'all on the next one.